Hey everyone, welcome to the live stream. I have to figure out this. I got a new TV in front of me, so I have to figure out the perfect height because now instead of looking down, I'm looking up. Figure it out. Figure it out. Fred and Lisa, how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a lovely, lovely week so far. Matt Ryan, good to see you. Two old farts, hello, welcome to the live stream. Roger, how you doing? Good to see you. Mike, 31 days until the B2B on board MSC Maravilha. It's coming quick, right? It is just a month, 1 month away. Roll Tide, hope you are doing well. Hi, Laura. Welcome to the live stream this evening. Robin, 1 month until your World America cruise. I have 3 weeks until my World America cruise, and there are still no details. None. No details. Zero. Not a clue what we're doing, when it starts, nothing. We'll see. Laura Tucker, hello, how are you? Happy to have you here. Jordan, how you doing? Good to see you. Cheryl McGee, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Roll Tide, 114 days till Celebrity Edge, 326 days till Star, 477 till Majestic Princess, and 535 until Icon. That's a nice little lineup you have there. Very, very nice. Also, we got some fun information. I know everybody was thinking Captain Kate's next move might be Legend of the Seas when she left Celebrity, but 'tis not the case. She has signed on with Four Seasons Yachts, and she is going to be the captain of their brand new luxury yacht. It is she's going to be the
upgrade.
It's like a fancier schmancier ship. So it's the Four Seasons 1. It's going to be like a luxury, like super large yacht.
Not so much an upgrade as it feels like a retirement ship. So I turned on this light, like
definitely fancier, definitely more expensive, and smaller. So it's good. It's just a nice, I like it. It's like a little like moving to Boca Raton, getting, letting the hair down a little bit. Bob Bostic, hello, how are you? Leslie Trent, good to see you. Josh Warner, hello, how are you? Jimmy C said, entire MSC crew here, Josh, Jenna, Joe, and Steph, all the way from Staten Island. David Arnold, hello. Deb Stein, hello. Cheryl McGee, 46 days, 16 hours. We have hours now to the Carnival Glory. Speaking of hours, AJ and I are 13 days and 1 hour until we sail away on the NCL Prima. Tony Diaz, hello, welcome. Kevin and Carrie Ann, good to see you guys. Hope you are doing well. Peter Heron, hello. Glad you got your t-shirt, Peter. I'm glad you are very happy. You look super, super happy in your t-shirt, which is very, very funny. I love it. Peter's got the AJ is greater than John t-shirt.
Which you can vote by buying one and support the cruise giveaway if you would like to do so on the website. They're on the homepage.
Yeah, on our homepage on the website, we have the AJ is better than John and the John is better than AJ shirts. Please feel free to buy one and vote. All of the profits from those are going to our cruise giveaway that we're doing on Christmas Eve. And if anybody knows somebody who is worthy of a cruise but cannot afford it and has had some hardship or anything like that, please vote. Put it on our website. AJ, can you throw that page up there?
I sure can.
Thanks. Josh Warner, been a while since we've tuned in. Congrats, Eagles, Super Bowl. Let's go, Giants. Yes, congrats. I hope sincerely that you don't sign Aaron Rodgers, but good luck with whatever you guys may do there. Michael said, John, I went in and ordered a bottle through Royal and clicked purchase and never charged my card or sent an email. That's bizarre. I can look into it, Michael. I'll see if there's anything on the back end. Cruising with Calandra, how are you? Good to see you here. David Arnold, Reverend Dr. E will be cruise director on World America. Loved him on Magnifica. Yeah, he's a great cruise director. I wonder when he's starting. Is he the initial? Is he going to start initially? I will be on MSC World America in 21 days, 3 weeks from today. Something like that.
Right.
No information. Don't know what time the ship leaves. Don't know anything about it. I'll be there. Felicia, hello. Good to see you. Cruising with Calandra, 56 days till Liberty of the Seas. Liberty, great little ship out of, it's coming up here. Well, it is up here for the summer. It's going to be up here. I'm really hoping we get some interesting different ships up here in the next couple of years, but we shall see. We shall see. Kim said 22 days till Explore the Seas, 10-night Southern Caribbean. That's an awesome cruise. It's a cruise we took my parents on for their 50th wedding anniversary on that exact ship. And it was amazing. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time on that one. Cheryl said, who owns the Four Seasons one? The Four Seasons Hotel Group does. They're a very, very, very premier fancy brand. The Four Seasons Hotel here in Philly is spectacular. It's the whole top 10 floors of the new Comcast building, second Comcast building. It is very, very nice. It is super, super, super fancy schmancy. AJ threw the link in here. If anybody knows anybody that deserves a cruise, whether it's a family, a couple, a person that you think loves cruising and would love to go on a cruise but can't afford it, had some type of hardship or something, please nominate them there. We are going to be giving away a cruise on Christmas Eve to that person. We're not making a big deal out of it. We're not like doing some video where we're going to show up at somebody's house and record a video for YouTube. It's not what it's about. We're just giving away.
Really? Yeah. Mainly because Sarah McLachlan, it's really expensive.
Yeah.
To license her songs.
Yeah. Getting in the arms of an angel is very, very difficult. We don't want to have to license that song. Tony is 71 days until Liberty of the Seas. I'm jealous. I really wanted to go on Liberty, but it's not happening. Jay Myers, hey everyone, looking forward to cruising MSC for the first time this summer. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. I really do. I think you will enjoy it. Cruising with Calandra said was on Freedom of the Seas and booked F balcony and booked the same for Liberty. Love the F balcony. One of my favorite cabins. Super, super, super nice. Al said, let's have fun again. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much, Al. Really appreciate it. Yes, need more ships to drone. Yeah, you really do. You need to get some new ones up here so that you can have some more fun things to film. Just another heads up on upcoming content. We are going to have all of the cruise line reps on again soon at some point. I reached out to Norwegian first because we're going on Norwegian in a couple weeks. That was my fault. I reached out too late. So Isla from Norwegian will be back on the show. She will be on April 23rd. So she'll be on in a month. And then we will talk to her. And then I'll get Royal Caribbean and a bunch of other people on in the interim. Rick K, how are you? Good evening. Hope you're having a great day. Brian said, hey, John and AJ, special shout out to BG. Best of luck on his retirement. Yes, Brandon Graham retired from the Eagles, played his entire career here, won 2 Super Bowls, was outstanding, and a great guy. Seems like a really, really nice guy as well. So, yes, congratulations to him. Cheryl McGee said, do you have any shirts bigger than 2X? That's an AJ question.
Did we figure out I thought that.
I'm sure we can.
Our normal supplier only does up to 2X.
Correct.
But we can otherwise. Yeah, if we can get them, I can add them.
Yeah, we'll add them. We'll add them on there. We'll figure it out. That's an us problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, the normal company that we order most of our t-shirts through does not have, they have a very limited run of things. They're very easy to work with, and the stuff is very quick. The quality is very good, but they're very limited in what they do. So we'll work on that. Roger said, woo. Hello, Roger. Roger, will you be coming into the office on Friday as well? AJ asked me this morning. I know Sarah's going to be coming in for our meeting. Are you coming in as well? I'm going to pop into the old Byte Size Cruises office. Brett Parnell said, hey, John and AJ, I'll be on NCL Viva on Sunday in San Juan. I hope you have a great time. Let us know how it is, since we'll be on Prima, which is basically the same exact ship. Jay Meyer said, does MSC have gluten-free dining option to prevent contamination? Yeah, all the cruise lines, I think, are really good at this point on allergies and allergy-friendly things. So if you see any, my suggestion to you is make a note of that in your reservations prior to going on the ship. That's really helpful. And then wherever you're going to eat, if you're going to eat in the dining room every night, go to the maitre d' on the first night, tell them you're gluten-free, and they will offer you ahead of time menus so you can plan. And then if you go to specialty dining, they're great. It's the first thing they're going to ask you as soon as you walk in. They're going to say, hey, do you have any allergies? And they make accommodations for that. AJ has an allergy to beef and to eggs. And if we go to like hibachi or anything, generally speaking, they either make her food first or they'll do it in a separate kitchen and bring it out so that they don't have to deal with all those other issues. Right, AJ?
Yes. And my sister is gluten intolerant, wasn't MSC, it's Royal Caribbean, but they handle it the same way my allergies have been handled other places, which was she ended up being able to order the night before for eating in the dining room, which is lovely.
Yeah, works great. Poor Roger has to work. Roger will be working his full-time job. So sad, Roger. Ryan Q, greetings from Monkish Brewery in LA. Hope you're having a great time up there. Don't don't cause any fires. Be safe up there. The entire town is made out of paper and wood, and they don't have water. So just be careful in LA. California in general, man. They need a revamping. AJ, remind me to tell you about a book. Let's tell you about a book.
All right.
And also, just so everybody knows, in the next couple of weeks, so if you're new here, we used to give away a book every week, and people don't love to read. So those didn't go over all that great for the most part. Now we give away the coffee and the shirt. We always give away the coffee too. People like the shirts way better than they like the coffee. So I do have a backlog of books here. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start giving away some books. So keep that on mind. We might do one tonight. We'll see. We shall see.
Do you mean people like the shirts better than they like the books?
Yeah, people would rather get a t-shirt.
You said the coffee, and I was like,
no, yeah, than the book. Yeah. Rick said, does anywhere sell physical Royal Caribbean gift cards versus e-gift cards? Not that I am aware of.
Giant. I think it was Giant near me.
Yeah.
Did have, is it Royal? I think that they had Royal and Carnival. And they're like, you know how they've had those displays of gift cards?
Yeah, I've seen Carnival ones. I haven't seen.
I think there was a Royal one because I was like, that's really weird. I've never seen that before. But I don't go to Giant a lot, so.
I don't either. I'll double check. I'll look it up. World Tide said, lots of content creators headed to the first Aqua sailing. I'm curious to see video footage. Yeah, me too. I'm intrigued by Aqua. I can't wait to go on it in August. Generally speaking, at this point, I don't watch a ton of videos before I go on a ship anymore. Because, I want to, there's some element of like, okay, I've been doing this a long time. So I fight being prepared over being like surprised. Sometimes I like the surprise a little bit. I used to like in detail go through the ships and like know where everything is at and make sure I was like fully up to speed on it. And now I kind of like a little bit of a mix. I do an overview video before we go, so I do know a chunk about the ship, but I do like a little bit of the surprise just to keep it nice since I'm on a lot of cruises. Ryan said, flying to Florida tonight, boarding Liberty of the Seas in 48 hours. Ryan, I hope you have an awesome time on Liberty of the Seas. You will. It's a great ship. You're going to have a ton of fun. Ash said she needs a book for next week for her cruise. There you go. Maybe you're going to win a book. Also, I'm going to do something when the weather starts getting nice out, especially for next year with the cruise terminal in Philly. We're going to start doing some events in the area if anybody wants to come out and we'll give away some stuff. We'll give away some books, some coffee, some different things, some T-shirts. So we will we'll figure all that out as it's coming up. But as the weather gets nice, we're going to start doing some stuff in Philly. If anybody wants to come visit. Roger said, ouch. Brian said, is it worth purchasing onboard credit certificates to use on NCL, such specialty dining gift shop? It's up to you. I mean, it's not like you're getting better money if you buy a onboard credit certificate for yourself. I've done it just so that I don't need money and I just get the onboard credit. But completely up to you. There's no real benefit to doing it ahead of time. So unless they were doing some kind of deal, but not that I'm aware of. So no need. Michael said, I called the Royal Gifts number and purchased the bottle. Good. That's great. Okay. I'll double check, make sure you didn't get double charged. John T said, any idea when the rest of 2027 cruises will be posted for Frentel? I do not know. They're very tight-lipped, Norwegian, about releases and things like that. It's not like Royal where they kind of tell you when all the things are coming out. Let me look and see if there's anything on their site.
It was up through February, maybe. Last time I looked.
I'll double check here. Sean McElwain, hello, how are you? Brand new travel agent, Sean, who's working on his training as we speak. Welcome aboard, Sean. Sean's going to be putting together some big land trips. We're going to have a lot of fun with those. Beth Rignell said, at Ash Evergreen, read the Stephanie Plum series from Janet Ivanovich. Very funny. There you go. There you got a book recommendation. Klaus is excited about it. Roger said, so how early is too early to sail Alaska? So April is too early, Roger. I mean, there's no wrong answer, right? You could go in shoulder season and you could have a great time. May is still considered shoulder season. So it's really up to you. You're going to get less rain in like May and June than you would later in the season. And then September, October is like getting really late. September's late. October's really late. So April, I would say slightly too early, but you never know, right? It's just like going to the Caribbean. You could hit bad weather. You could hit great weather. There's no real way, but April is considered too early. Yeah, nothing out for Norwegian after April of 2027. I would say you probably have about a good 5 or 6 months before they really start pushing, because they're really trying to get sales for Aqua and Luna in. So you're going to have a little bit of time because they're not, let's say they're not exactly crushing it. They're doing well, but it's not like Royal when they launch something and it's just bananas. So it'll be a little bit of time. Brett said, I booked my first Alaska cruise for the first week of June this year on NCL Bliss. I hope you have a great time. I love Bliss. It's a great ship. It's getting a bunch of upgrades, and that'll be great out of Seattle. I'm assuming you're going out of Seattle. Yeah, you have to be going out of Seattle on the Bliss. Yes, indeed. So I have 2 new books that I'm reading. Give you the little rundown on what I'm reading. This one is The Only Good Indians. It's by Stephen Graham Jones, who is a Native American author. So I did this like research last week because I love Stephen King, right? And he's got a new book coming out in like May or something like that, or October. And his son, Joe Hill, is a really good writer. He has a book coming out too, but it's not until like May. And that one's actually dark academia. So that looks like it's going to be really cool. So I looked up and they said that there are 2 authors that are very similar stylistically to Stephen King. And one is this Stephen Graham Jones. He's got a lot of books. And the other one is this woman, Alma Katsu, who wrote this book, The Hunger. She's written a couple series too. She has 9 books. So this one she is ex-CIA and NSA. And she quit those jobs to become an author. And now she writes horror. It's pretty interesting. And supposedly she's very similar to, her world building is very similar to Stephen King. As we go off on a little book reading tangent.
So let me know how quickly the planes land. It's the real.
Hopefully they land very quickly. We'll give away. All right. In honor of Roger, we shall give away Looking for Alaska by John Green. Great book, great little read, easy read.
John Green had a new book out this week.
I saw, I know. It's a nonfiction book too, right?
Yeah, Everything's Tuberculosis.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Did you know that in the era of Charlotte Bronte, having tuberculosis was not like, it was a terrible thing, but everyone was like, at least you look great.
That's awesome.
And it like meant you were worldly and cool if you were a dude, meant you lost a lot of weight and had a tiny waist if you were a woman and alabaster skin.
There you go. See, there's upside.
Always look on the bright side.
Always look on the bright side. Beth said, we did ours last week in May. It was cheaper before the kids got out of school. And we had one rain day. Yeah, I think Alaska is like really good, like late May, early June. It's good peak season there. Katsu, yes. Her name is Alma Katsu. And Stephen King even wrote the thing on this. It says deeply, deeply disturbing. So this book, Hunger, specifically is about the Donner Party. So if you don't know about the Donner Party, they're the people that were in a plane crash and they got into all these fights. It's a true story. And they had to eat each other to live. Great story. Great little fun tale. So this is a fictional retelling of that story in a horror format. Pretty cool. Peter said, thoughts for 2027 for Marella cruises to Canary Islands from the UK or Havila cruises from Bergen, Norway up the Norway coast. I think the Marella one is really interesting. They get a really good rep over there. Canary Islands look awesome. I don't know much about the Norway coast, but I will look into that, Peter, as well. Cheryl said, AJ, what happened to your mason jar?
I made tea instead of soda. So I have hibiscus, butterfly pea flower, and mint tea.
There you go. Kim said, I really enjoyed the Emerald Test by Brandon Sanderson that I won a long time ago. Thanks so much. Yeah, that's a really good book. It's one of my favorites. That is a standalone book in the Casimir universe, but it's a really good book. Thanks. That's awesome. Brian said, have there ever been attempted pirate attacks on cruise ships that you've heard of, and is it common or rare? So no, it is not common at all. It's super, super rare. Just because cruise ships, look, here's the thing about it, right? So pirates generally will go after small ships that are very slow. So small ships that are easy to board and get up on, that they can easily take advantage of, where there's a small amount of crew. And like a container ship, something like that, they'll jump on those. But cruise ships specifically, and somebody has cruise captain one of this in those like captain's corner meetings. Cruise ships move very quickly and they're massive with a ton of staff on board. So there's a ton of security on board. It'd be pretty easy for cruise ships to outrun them and just to basically call for help. And it's just not worth it for those pirates. And we generally don't go to areas where there's high pirate presence either. We're not going through Somalia, right? So they are careful. The cruise captain said they were careful when they were in the African region. Kept a good eye out, but never had any issues. Jordan said, Stephen King's an amazing author. Yeah, I love Stephen King. He's one of my favorites. I have all of his books. So I tried to find something that's similar to that. I want to get into something and start reading like a bunch of things. I'm still trying to get through the new Brandon Sanderson.
The Way of Kings.
Yeah, The Way of Kings.
I paused that.
It's just huge. So.
Well, I was trying to stay current. So I paused it, and now I'm just ranting my way through
Onyx Storm.
Onyx Storm.
Sadly. Mike said, what's the dress code for MSC? So it's pretty casual, I would say, Mike. You can do, on gala nights, you will see some people dressed up. They're not super, super fancy. But you'll see some people with suits on. But you can, for the most part, jeans. I wear jeans and like a button-down shirt. Totally fine. generally speaking, in the dining rooms, they don't want you wearing shorts or anything like that. But jeans, dress pants, anything like that, you're fine. You don't have to be dressed up. You can be comfortable. Khakis are fine. Laura said, is the Carnival terminal in Miami towards the end? Great question, Laura. I'm going to be doing a new video on the Port of Miami in like the next month. It's going to be huge, like a 30-minute video all about the Port of Miami. So it depends on the terminal. So the very front of the terminal, let's say, is AAA, which is the new MSC terminal. Then Royal Caribbean is A, Norwegian is B, and then Carnival can run anywhere from like C down there. And then all the way at the end is going to be Virgin. So generally speaking, I think on Carnival, you're going to be at like D or E for Carnival. Hold on, let me double check. I have all of it written down here in my little thing because I've done a ton of research on it. So Disney is C, D and E are Princess, P&O, Carnival, Holland America, and then F is Carnival, specifically for Excel class ships. So if you're on like Jubilee or Celebration, Mardi Gras, anything like that, that will be at F. And then smaller ships are at G, the really small like Celebrity Royal ships, not really small, but like the older ships. And then J is a luxury terminal, V is Virgin. So kind of, if you're at one of the big ones, you're going to be kind of towards the end. If you're a standard Carnival ship, you're going to be right in the middle of the terminal there. Kim said the Way of Kings is epic. Yeah, I'm about halfway through it. Really good so far.
Am I about halfway? Want to grab my phone. It's my camera.
That's hilarious. David Arnold said pretty casual on MSC Mike and Les Yacht Club. Yeah, totally agreed. Kim Marsh said, do you think the newly proposed Caribbean travel ban will impact cruising? No, I don't. You have to wait and see. Generally speaking, my thought with travel is all these crazy things that are going on in the world, common sense takes over when it's going to affect tourism. So I don't think we're going to have any issues with cruising. We've never really had those type of issues. The cruise ports are generally pretty well policed and maintained. So I don't think you'll have an issue. Cheryl said, if you cruise through any areas where there might be pirates, do the cruise lines have something where they are not responsible for it? No. I mean, obviously, wild things can happen. You need to have travel insurance and things like that. But the cruise lines are not going to let anything happen on those. Believe me, the military would be out there so fast. And they will have the Coast Guard out there. They'll have all different, if you're going through the Middle East, they would have, the Israeli military, all those different ones. So they're constantly in communication with those. They're not going to let anything happen. Peter said, thoughts on MSC special dining for May cruise, still not bookable. So Peter, I've been told, obviously, I'm going on World America in just a few weeks, and I can't even access my reservation. So I've been told that they're revamping a lot of the website and application for World America because it's vastly different, and they're doing a bunch of upgrades. So I don't know. That's a great question. I will call tomorrow, Peter, and see if we can maybe do it over the phone, but I can't see anything on my cruise. So let me look up yours and see if I can see anything at this point, but I wasn't able to previously. I'll look it up. Let's look for your May cruise. Gonna look right now. Cheryl said, is celebrity fancy during dining? It depends. Main dining room, not super fancy. You can, again, get away with pretty resort casual there if you'd like to. Smart casual, whatever you want to call it. And then any of the specialty dining, I find them to be slightly more dressed up. You'll see people looking a little nicer. But again, I think I've done all of the dining there from standard meals to, Le Petit Chef and all that. And I wear jeans and like a shirt. You're fine. All right, Peter, let's take a look at this and see what's going on. I'm going to look on my end. Greg Gooser said, I was wearing khaki shorts and short sleeve button down in the yacht club on gala night. MSC was fine. Only people bothered with those in full tuxedos. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care if they're wearing tuxedos, so it wouldn't bother me either way. Peter, I could see them on the website, so I could see for... Yeah, I can add them now. If you want to add specialty dining, just let me know, Peter. I can add them now. It looks like I can add 4, 3, 2... Yeah. Looks good on my end. Let me know. Tom Lovett said, hello all. Sorry I'm late again. No worries, Tom. You are good. Jordan said, do you think Chops is better than Fahrenheit? I do not. I think Fahrenheit 555 is excellent. I've eaten there on Jubilee, Jubilee, Venezia, and did we eat there on Venezia? And Celebration? And we did not. So Jubilee and Celebration, and I thought it was spectacular on both and better than Chops.
Wait, did we? We at the sushi place twice.
Yeah, and I think we ate at Il Viaggio.
I don't think we ate at the steakhouse.
No, I think we ate at the Italian place.
And then we had the main dining room one night.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that lunch?
No, it was dinner.
That was 1,000 years ago.
It was.
Don't know why I didn't say 1,000.
Peter said, weird thing I can see, especially dining for September. Yeah, I think it's all ship-based, Peter. I think they were struggling with certain things on certain ships, trying to get them implemented and done correctly. But it does look good on Seascape now, so let me know and we can get it squared away. Who knows? Sometimes they really struggle. I have a client that canceled their cruise in January, and they haven't gotten a refund yet. And I called today, and they said it could take up to 90 days. They're so behind on a bunch of things. So really, really weird. Peter said, nice, you could add. I'll call you to add. Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. Anytime, Peter. Yeah, other than that, not much crazy going on. Let's do our little reminders here. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Mainly Coffee. Speaking of Roger and Sarah, Mainly Coffee located in wonderful, beautiful Maine, home of Cooper Flagg, basketball sensation who plays for Duke, who will be in the NCAA tournament. God bless you, AJ. You get 10% off your entire order if you go to mainlycoffee.com/Byte Size Cruises, or if you put Byte Size Cruises in at checkout. Go check out some Mainly Coffee. Go get yourself some Mainly Coffee. It's delightful. David Arnold said, going on World America in summer, still not on app. Yeah, it's struggle city. I'm telling you. I have it, like I said, I'm going on World America in 3 weeks from today. And I cannot even see my reservation on the app. Although Judy was really funny. She's on like some board on Facebook, like a Facebook group or something about that sailing. And everybody was asking like what rooms everybody was in. And she was telling them what room we were in. And they were like, oh, that's like the super high influencer room. And I'm like, it's not. It is not. 'Tis not, because we are not.
What are you in?
We're just in like an aft-facing balcony that's that looks at the promenade and the back of the ship, off the back of the ship, which is very nice.
Yeah.
But it is not the fancy influencers section. AJ, we should join the Facebook group for the Prima Cruise.
I have never joined one of the Facebook groups.
They're fun. They're fun pre-cruise. Again, everybody I think knows my position on these. NCL Prima April 1. Let's do it. Let's see if they'll let us in the group. There are 350 members. Game on. Hit the join. Let's see what happens. Are you sailing on this cruise? Yes, we are. I agree to the group rules. Be kind and courteous. Sure. No selling, no nothing. Deal. All right. Great. Laura said, how are Meg and the baby doing? Great question. Meg and the baby are doing well. Thank you for asking. Meg sent me a little picture of this little nugget. So that's Theo. It's Meg's little baby. Little baby. He's on Facebook, so I figure it's fine to show everybody the picture. You wouldn't be able to pick him out in a lineup. He looks like every other little white kid. It's fine. He but Meg and the baby are doing very well. He's getting his shots, his next round of shots in like 2 weeks, and then he will be people friendly after that. So yeah, everybody's doing great. Meg and the baby and Jared are all doing well. Denny B said, going on World America in June, my booking doesn't show up in the app. Yep, struggle city on the World America. Let's all hope everything goes without a hitch. I think it'll be fine. They're Italian. It's very laid back. Cheryl said originally NCL website had a lot of shore excursions. Now they only have one. Is that because the rest sold out? Could be, Cheryl. Could be because they sold out. They don't sell out realistically. They will stop selling them online. It's just like specialty dining. One of my pet peeves about specialty dining on the website or the app for NCL specifically is that it's like you can go on there sometimes and it's like you could only do a group of 6. It's ridiculous. But they hold reservations. So once you get on the ship, it'll be available. Peter said the look on AJ's face is fun. No Facebook for her.
I only have I'm down to only having Facebook on my phone.
I was going to say, AJ spends more time on Facebook than I do.
I really cut back.
No, I mean, just in general. Like, you use Facebook more as
I'm down to I check it twice a day. And then otherwise, I'm on Blue Sky now. That's my...
Blue Sky it up.
I can't doom scroll. There's not enough content.
Yeah, no, it's smart. So. Greg Gooser said, cute baby, congrats to Meg. Yep, absolutely. Sean said, we're on MSC World America in mid-April, and we can't see our cruise stuff on the app or online either. It's great. So great. Hilarious. Robin said, so cute. Congrats to Meg. Yep, she is really enjoying it. David Arnold said, Denny or Sean, are you Yacht Club? Jordan said, how are the prices in September for World America? Delightful question. I shall tell you in 1 second since I still have it up here in front of me. Prices, I think prices have definitely gone up for World America and MSC a little bit, but the prices are still overwhelmingly pretty good. So September 15th, for instance, let's just go with that. Let's look at that. Let's see what ship. I got to pick World America here. All right, so World America, if you did the 13th, which is a 7-nighter for 2 people, you can do drinks, Wi-Fi, and an onboard credit. You could do interior cabin for $2,000, ocean view $2,500, balcony $2,900, Aria Suites for $4,600, and Yacht Club for $6,600. The Yacht Club is almost sold out, so still not bad. Those are pretty good prices, so not bad at all. Denny B said, David, yes, we are. There you go. David Arnold said, sweet. He's an Aria. That is awesome. You guys are going to have a great time. Brian said, what's the best medicine to get and bring with you for seasickness if you don't have medicine and they treat you for seasickness? So don't go to the cruise line for sure. One, they will give you Dramamine and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll give you that. If not, sometimes they charge you $35-50 a pill. So I recommend Bonine. Bonine has meclizine in it. It seems to work the best for me. Dramamine, the non-drowsy Dramamine is just ginger pills. So just be aware of that. So I think the meclizine works great for Bonine. If you want something stronger, you can get a prescription for meclizine, which is a little bit stronger. But Bonine is 25 milligrams, and it seems to do the job well for me. I recommend it highly, and it's not expensive at all. Ash should have the same issue of Blue Sky, not enough content to doom scroll yet, but it's growing every day. True. Very true. Just build your own server. David, my friend, did Aria. They loved it. There you go. Aria is awesome. Sean is not doing the Yacht Club, unfortunately. Roll Tide said Bonine. Deb Stein said Bonine. There you go. Sandy, hello. How are you? No worries about being late. You are fine. Totally fine. Welcome, Sandy. Hope you're having a great week. Brian said, is that over the counter? Yeah, it's over the counter. You can grab it in the, it's in, I forget where that is. There's like a section for motion sickness and all that stuff. So you'll see the bands there. You'll see Dramamine. You'll see all those. Brian agreed, said, don't go to medical unless you have to. Yeah. Don't go to medical unless you need like an IV.
Fluid.
Yeah. Like you need an IV. You're going to lose an arm. Your hands are falling off. Especially on a cruise ship, man. They're going to charge you out of your pocket. So, and then you have to claim insurance. Mike said, we only sell Aria. Would those new Aria perks be available for us? I see them advertised on the website. Yeah, I don't see why not, Mike. I don't know if there was a date. I have to check and see, but otherwise I think so. I don't know why they wouldn't. Yeah. Brian said, thanks, of course, Brian. No problem. Brian Dunn saying, get travel insurance? Indeed. I'm still shocked how many people don't get travel insurance. For God's sake, you don't have to buy it through us. Get travel insurance. Every cruise I'm on, I'm seeing people get medevaced or somebody's getting hurt. Just get the travel insurance. It's so cheap. It's not worth worrying about. Look at Roger. Hold on, Roger. Roll Tide said over the counter. Roger said, don't forget the 2026 group cruises. Coffee Cruise in Alaska. Glad you brought it up, Roger. So if you are interested in going on the Coffee Cruise, it is a 7-day delightful sailing on said MSC World America, going out of San Juan, actually going out of Miami, but going to San Juan, Puerto Plata, and Ocean Key. There is going to be a tour of a coffee plantation in San Juan, whole bunch of coffee things on board. Of course, we're going to give out some swag bags with coffee and things like that. So if you're interested, let us know. You can scan that code there. You can email Sarah. You can talk to any of us. We are happy to book it and get you moving forward. And then again, yes, if you'd like to come with us to Alaska, you could do the 10 days with us. We're doing 3 land, 7 cruise on the Discovery Princess, or you could just book the cruise if you'd like to do that. But we would love to have you along with us. That is next June on the Discovery Princess. We have about 20 people for that one already. So that's going to be a great one. You'll get to meet other great people here from the chat. Get to meet Tony Diaz. You're going to meet a ton of really, really, really nice people. And it's going to be a great time in wonderful, wonderful Alaska. Denny said, my doctor gave me scopolamine. Have you ever heard of that? Yep, that's the patch. So the scopolamine patch is the one you put behind your ear. I don't love that one. It kind of makes me dry. And technically, you're not supposed to drink with scopolamine. I don't think anyone listens to that. So you can do that. So, but yeah, you can. Scopolamine supposedly works really well. It just doesn't make me feel great. So AJ threw the coffee page up here and the Alaska page up here. And Bob said meclazine's fairly inexpensive on Amazon. There you go. You can get Bonine or meclazine on Amazon. Brian S. said, good evening. Hello, Brian S. How are you doing? Lots of Brian's here today. There's the Alaska cruise. So if you are interested in coming with us to Alaska, we would love to have you. It's going to be a great time. Get to meet Kevin and Carrie Ann. They're here in the chat. Lots of people. Lots of people are going. It's going to be really fun. All right, let's give away a book. So we're going to give away 3 things tonight. We're going to give away a book. We're going to give away some coffee. And we're going to give away a t-shirt. We're going to go broke. That's what we're doing. Just going to go broke. We have a lot of post office envelopes and work. So we're going to try to get rid of them.
Oh, wait. I have to add Tom. He's already on there. Okay.
There you go. Good. All right, first up, we're giving away a book, which is Looking for Alaska by John Green. Oh, look at, what are the odds? Ash needed a book, and Ash gets a book.
Couldn't have planned that better.
Yeah, no, seriously. Ash, so you get the book. If you're not interested in reading John Green, please let me know. I can also offer you.
Do you have a stack of them back there?
Yeah, I have so many books. I have a few I can offer you. I can offer you Mistborn, which is fantastic. First book in the series. I can offer you Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. This is the guy that wrote A Man Called Ove, or whatever that one's called. Excellent, excellent book. a bunch of other stuff too. You could do, if you do like a little more horrifying fantasy, you could do this Joe Abercrombie book, The Blade Itself. This is an excellent book. Again, first book in the series, very good. So let me know what you're thinking. You can have any of those books that you like. And then I'll finish the other ones next week, and we'll give those away. Tom said the patch gave us blurry vision so bad we couldn't read the menu at dinner. Yeah, I haven't heard great things about the patch, but I see people with it on all the time. Tony is wonderful, and you will get to meet him, even if he says who. Ash, just let me know what book you want, and it's yours. All right, let's give away some coffee.
Bye.
There you go.
I figured it out.
You got it.
You didn't tell me that last week's names didn't save when I
Nah, they won't save. Bob, there you go. Congrats, Bob. You won yourself some coffee. We got some new winner this week. I like it. So, Bob, if you can send me an email. I know you emailed me today. So you have my email address, but I'll put it up here just in case. Send me an email and shoot me your address, and I will send you some coffee. And then last but not least, let's give away a fun t-shirt today. I'm glad some new people won. Good, got some new blood here. All right, Greg Gooser, send me your address. I will send you a t-shirt as well. If you ever win and you've won before, just let me know that you've won before, and we'll send you a different t-shirt. So happy to do that. So congrats to everyone. We will be live. I'll be live Sunday with the cruise news. I don't think there's anything going on this week, so I will definitely be live Sunday. And then we will be live next Wednesday. I'm going to try to get a guest for next Wednesday. I'm working on it. Trying my best on these guests. I think we're going to have our Sarah reach out to some people to try to schedule some guests.
I thought you were going to say, I think I'm going to have our Sarah on and introduce our Sarah.
We could certainly have our Sarah on if you'd like to. We could talk about it. We could have Sarah.
Start calling her OS.
OS. She's Innie Sarah, and then Sarah Busby's Audi Sarah. So we'll do a live stream Friday night to talk about the Severance season 2 finale. No, we won't do that. John said, AJ, did you get my email last week? My address. That's a no.
Let me double check. I don't think so, but let me double check. Sometimes my email's a little persnickety.
Carrie Ann says, there is a natural patch that I use that doesn't have all the side effects. That's awesome. Let us know what that is, Carrie Ann. Don't bury the lead on us. David Arnold said, full library. Yeah, we have a ton of books here. So we read a lot. We all read a lot. So yeah, at some point we're going to have Sarah Busby on. We'll have Sarah, Coffee Sarah on. We will have Sean on, who's our new travel agent. We have a couple new travel agents. We have Lacey Maxwell, which is Roger's daughter. She is going to be a travel agent. She's working on her training. Sean's working on his training. Emily Schifferly, who is Sandy's daughter, is a new travel agent. She is almost ready to start working on her training. I'm just waiting for her paperwork to come through. So she will be starting. So we'll have all of them on too at one point. Everybody's going to specialize in different things. So we can have a more full practice here where we're going to have people that are specialized in Disney, Universal, land, specific cruise lines, so that we can have a vast amount of expertise and help everybody and book some amazing vacations.
I did get that email.
There you go.
And I put it with since when I opened up the card to add everything last week didn't save, I put them in with that. So
there you go. We're good. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I will see everybody live Sunday morning. That's it. Have a wonderful day. And then we're going on a cruise in less than 2 weeks. So
excited.
Super excited. We will try again, as we always do, to go live from the ship. we'll do something live. We'll probably do something live when we get on the ship on Tuesday, because we're getting on Tuesday. So we'll try to do something then at a minimum. And then Wednesday, we'll try and see it. It's a sea day. It's always weird sea days. I wish it was the day. Maybe we'll go live on Thursday from Bermuda. So we'll see. We'll go live from the Bermuda Triangle tour. Tony Diaz, great point, says rum helps with seasickness. Lots and lots of it. Everyone else have a wonderful night. I'll see everybody on Sunday. Happy cruising. We'll see everybody soon. Bye.
Bye.